Welcome back to Toy Gains. Not the channel Toy Gains. Looking at these Toy Gains.
Today we're looking at the Curpora model gym set. Well, that was the most broiest, cringiest thing I've ever done, but if you can't laugh at yourself, then who can you laugh at? So this is the Curpora Muscle Training 112 scale model kit. It's on Big Bad right now for 20 bucks. And I have an at-home gym. I built it in my garage right before closures of shutdowns, so I haven't been to a gym since. I thought it'd be cool to get this set, maybe do some photography or make a gym diorama, but it doesn't look like this is too big, and it comes in this really small package. Can't understand any of it, but it is a model kit, and that means we're gonna have to do some cutting and putting together, but I don't think that'll be a problem. So getting it out of the case, it does come with some instructions, and it's pretty much self-explanatory, but there were some things where I definitely needed help with, so it's kind of good to see how everything kind of fits together there. So it comes with these two separate trays, and they each have different stuff on it. So I'm going to take a little bit of time, cut all of these things off, and then we'll get into it. So here's everything out of the box, and I must say everything looks pretty tiny, so I'm a little worried how this is going to look with the figures, but it's really kind of cheap. I guess you get what you pay for. This barbell, you had to put those end pieces on, and they're already super bent. Like, there's no way to get those on without them looking like that. I've even tried to shave off the little notches that you have to cut the model kit off of, and nothing seemed to straighten those out. But you could take some of the plates and you can put them on, and if these ends were straighter, it would probably be a lot easier. So I guess it's good, it causes tension, but definitely don't like to see those bends at the end of it. So already it's a pretty cheap model kit. I don't know what I was expecting, but I was at least expecting for it to not look all janky. Then it comes with this really cheap ball dumbbell. If you're at a gym and they have these, that means these are really old. I don't even think they make these anymore, but they are in some old-fashioned gyms. They kind of remind me of the old circus weights that I used to see the strongman carry. But it does come with this dumbbell. These are my least favorite dumbbells to work out with because the plates are always spinning off, but it does come with the screws that you can screw them on and tighten things up, but they always come loose, so these are definitely not my favorite to use. But you can load a few plates on here, and all of the plates are in kilograms, so I couldn't even tell you how much they are. So I'm sure someone out of the United States could tell me because we go by pounds here. But it does come with those screws for the dumbbell, which is actually pretty cool, and it fits on snug, so they shouldn't come on too loose, but you get the point. It looks pretty good. These are the dumbbells that actually come with Big Boa. So if you collect G.I. Joe Classified, Big Boa comes with these, and I think another new Sergeant Slaughter, he's going to come with a set of these as well. But these are actually my preferred type of weights to use. I have these in my garage. They're a solid piece of metal. I do wish that this model kit included a pair of these dumbbells, because what are you going to do with one? You're not going to be able to get too many photos or poses with just one dumbbell. So I feel like it's lacking a little there with the variety. I would have rather another one of those dumbbells than that old-time ball dumbbell. Now, something that I'm familiar with but will actually never do because I don't do abs. I should, but I don't. This is an ab roller. I have one in the garage. It's probably collecting dust, but you could take these extra plates, put them onto the handle, and then you have an ab roller. So while this is a workout I'll never do, I actually do like this accessory, so that one's pretty cool. Now this thing's actually pretty cool, however they made it way too small. This is one of those massage guns, those like Thurguns I think they're called, and I have one like this and I have another one that I travel with, but this one's great to kind of work out the soreness in your muscles. They were actually selling one of these at the last convention I was at. It was kind of weird, but yeah, they should have made it a little bigger. And another piece of equipment that I actually never use is this grip strength, and works on your forearms, works on your grip. And this one is actually scaled pretty well, so they did good on that. Just a simple plain black piece of plastic, but it could have probably been a little bigger, but I think it's okay. And then you get this weightlifting trophy, something I will never obtain. And this trophy says muscle on it, and it's unpainted on the back, so all in all, that piece is kind of lame. And then this one's really disappointing because I was looking forward to this tiny protein shaker. It says protein, but it looks way too small for a 6-inch figure. And then this last piece is a meal prep container with chicken, broccoli, hard-boiled eggs, all the things I eat about 10 times a week and hate life doing it, but gotta do what you gotta do. I grabbed a Quick Kick. I figure he'll be my model here, and he holds the bar pretty well, so it does fit into the arms, the hands of a 6-inch figure. And I guess the bench doesn't look all too small. I do wish it was a little longer, but this is maybe one of those benches that you buy to keep in your bedroom. So while I don't think it's perfectly scaled, there's probably real life benches that are this small. But you can have him pose with this, either benching or lift his heads above his head. Maybe you do some shoulders, get a military press in. But I think it does scale well if you had a tiny barbell at home, but probably have something bigger at the gym. And this is where I wish it would have come with 2 dumbbells, because really no one stands up and does curls with 1 dumbbell. You can really only do concentration curls. And because the bench is too short, you really can't get them in that good kind of concentration curl pose. So a little too small. And then this third gun is also way too small. And while it does capture the look, like you can look at it and know exactly what it is, I don't think it really captures the essence of what it's supposed to be. But I don't know. Maybe Quick Kick can get rid of some of that sciatica from all the kicking he does. Now, these strength grips actually do fit pretty well in the hands. You can just kind of squeeze the handles and then pry the fingers open. But I think these probably scale the best with most of the other accessories. So I think those can pass for a matching scale. Those are actually pretty cool. I might actually paint that ring there to silver so it looks more accurate. Maybe paint the handles red. So that's a cool item. This dumbbell fits in his hands, but it sucks. It just looks like a rattle. So that's garbage. And even though I know it's going to look awful, here's the protein shaker in his hand, and this thing's way too small. It's like the size of maybe a 5-hour energy capsule if I was going to compare scales there. But maybe that can be painted green and used as a grenade, because it definitely is not the size of like a 24-ounce protein shaker. So a little disappointing. And then there's Quick Kick holding his trophy that he won. And yeah, I guess that's fine. I just don't know why I would say muscle on it. That's kind of stupid. And of course, my favorite accessory of the pack doesn't really work well, at least with this figure. I need something with some good butterfly joints, but because of his arms, I'm not going to be able to get him into like a rolling pose. But this one actually is pretty cool, so I do like it. I'll probably try to find another figure that can actually use it for their abs. Definitely not me, but yeah, that one's cool. Did you ever see a guy in the gym sitting in the locker room eating his gross meal prep? That's me. 10 times a week. Yeah. I chose this life. It's terrible. So I guess cool that they included it, but they didn't include any silverware for him to eat it. So I could probably change his hands out, make him hold it better. I think this is kind of in scale. It's not terrible, but for the most part, kind of a lame accessory. So my opinion, I would not buy this thing. $20. I mean, you see me open those teeny tinies from Five Below. Those are way better diorama accessories. And you could probably find some better gym accessories on eBay, or, find some 3D printed files, but these are definitely not it. For $20, these things are kind of crap, but I don't know what I expected. Either way, hope you enjoyed this one. I was excited to get it, not so much now, but either way, if you did, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, really appreciate it. We'll catch you next time.